Welcome into the PHNX Cardinals halftime show. I'm Johnny Venerable, Saul Bookman, Frank Sanders. It's an emotional time here. Let's be real. Kyler Murray goes down the third play from scrimmage with a non-contact knee injury. The Cardinals currently lead the visiting New England Patriots 13-10. But Saul, this feels bigger than just one singular game.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really concerned about this season so much.
Yeah.
But you just hope that it's not devastating enough to cost you next season as well, since we're in December.
Yeah.
Season looks like it'll, it starts in July basically, and
yeah.
you got to hope that he's okay. But I mean, from the outlooks of it, at least early on, it said questionable. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to take a little bit from that maybe it wasn't as drastic as it appeared on the field, mm-hmm. but never a good thing when you go down without contact.
10-13, kind of the game you thought it was going to be at the beginning of the game, even if Kyler was there.
Yeah.
It was a sad moment. I mean, that just in itself was very decapitating in a lot of ways, because you was looking forward to seeing this Cardinals come out after a bye week. These guys can come out with a lot of fire. Hope something make a couple plays that happen. It was not pretty. But at the end of the day, I agree with you, Saul, 100%. I want to keep positive juju out there, man, until we know what the real deal is. But Cardinals overall look like they're fighting.
Yeah.
Look like they're putting up a good fight now. So pretty happy about that.
We talked about it watching the show. This team is not giving up. Now, they made some questionable decisions before the end of the half. I want to get to this comment here. Super chat, actually, from our guy Brandon. Has to be a blow to the Sean Payton sweepstakes. Yeah, and, we'll speculate over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours as we get more information. And by the looks of it, looks to be incredibly serious. What does that do for the likelihood of Cliff Kingsbury and Steve Keim maybe not leaving? Would Michael Bidwell want to go into the offseason without his GM, head coach, and quarterback? It's a cold, dark world to be in. But in the context of this game, Cliff Kingsbury before the end of the half opting, first of all, a horrific play on 3rd and 1, opting not to kick it. Saul with Matt Prater, of course, goes for it, does not get it. The Patriots drive down, get 3 points. So a 3-point swing to end the half.
Yeah, 2 plays, and you ran some basic ass shit that everybody knew you were going to run. The last play was open, but Colt McCoy couldn't get the ball there in time and not effective enough, and didn't throw it to his outside shoulder, so it was easy for the defensive lineman to knock it down. Honestly, you're 50 yards away. You should take the points.
Yeah,
that puts you up by 9. It doesn't look like either one of these teams is going to set the world on fire scoring wise. Take your points where you can get them, and this is just another example of how Cliff Kingsbury mismanages games over and over and over again.
The graphic that was shown tonight that Cliff Kingsbury has not won a challenge in almost, I think, 3 seasons.
His first challenge of the year in Week 14.
It's baffling. Again, this game has so many layers to it. Like what's happening with Kyler, what's happening with Cliff, speculation about his job. I actually think the Cardinals are playing one of their better halves of the season. They haven't turned the ball over. They're moving it efficiently.
Playing with passion.
Yeah, absolutely. They have not quit on Cliff Kingsbury. That means something, Frank. But this is going to give, I don't know, the Colt McCoy homers a chance now to see prolonged starts from this quarterback for the rest of the season. You assume, barring something unforeseen, he's going to get 5 starts to end this year. I mean, what are you looking for him from Colt?
Well, he already possesses leadership. We already know that about Colt, and the guys rally around that. My only concern with Colt is that his arm, how well will it hold up under the first string reps? I mean, we got a 38, 37-year-old quarterback that's our backup quarterback, and so I'm pretty sure Steve is on the phone right now trying to figure out what quarterback that's out that he can bring in.
Yeah.
I want to just touch a little bit back on the Sean Payton situation real quick. That's the reality of that, and the situation that, honestly, is that it's not really a bad deal. He's still in play because the college quarterbacks that's in the top right now, those guys still do a lot what Kyler does.
Yeah.
You can bring him in and still let him run his offense from that standpoint. It'll be a fresh start if the Kyler injury is as bad as we think it might be, or hoping that it isn't. If it's a full situation, then we know it's probably going to take 6 to 9 months for it to truly heal. That'll put him on almost a full season, about 8 to 9 games into next year's season. So it kind of gives him a chance to come in and kind of create his own atmosphere if that was the case. I'm kind of hopeful in that area because I think that still puts him in play from that standpoint.
So do you feel like if the Cardinals are able to win this game, no matter how it looks, against the Patriots team, they're missing some players too, but they do have their quarterback. Is that a kind of a ringing endorsement of Cliff Kingsbury and Steve Keim by Michael Bidwell? Listen, it has to be.
I don't know if it's a ringing endorsement, but listen, there's a comment earlier that said, it's sad to say, but I think Kyler getting hurt probably bought Cliff and Keim some more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I mean, let's be honest with that. So listen, I think we're all, at least, most of us on this show and most of the people in the chat are ready for a change.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're going to get it. And I certainly don't think that it's positive that Kyler got hurt in regards to a change.
Yep.
I could be wrong, but listen, I think it's important how they lose if they're going to lose, okay? If they come out, listen, they have control of this game.
They do.
And if they do things the right way, they can win this game.
Mm-hmm.
But if they somehow fumble it all away, like they did against the Chargers, like they've done in other games, then I think that speaks a lot about where you're at as a team.
Yep. I want to get to the super chat. Corey Cards, thank you so much. $4.99. Got to think of the franchise trajectory now. Absolutely. If he's not the player he has been. Scary stuff as fans because now almost nothing remains on the table. Absolutely. It puts the entire franchise in disarray. You question everything. You question the offseason. You question who's safe, who's not safe. You question whether or not he's ever going to be the same player if it is as serious as we think. Now, it could come back, playing, opposite here. He could come back tomorrow. It could be a severe sprain. He avoids injury, or surgery, I should say. But I don't think anybody's expecting that, Frank Sanders. In the locker room, how do you move forward without Kyler Murray?
Well, I think you look at what's taking place right now. JC's still there. You still have your boy. You still have D. Hobson, who's making unbelievable plays. Hollywood Brown. There's a lot of talent that's still in this offense, but you just you need a solid quarterback to come in. But I mean, in reality, you look at your coach and you look at what he's doing. The guys are going to rally around him because you got guys that will do their part.
Yeah.
Based upon that, I mean, you'll get a good chance to see how these guys finish up the season.
I want to get to another super chat here. Thank you, Colts, for Super Bowl.
Grassy Raid.
Grassy Raid. Yeah.
I don't know what is going on in the chat, but it's all up and down Grassy Raid.
Well, here's what we do want to say. Kyler Murray has taken a lot of heat this year. Kyler Murray has been in a position of taking shots and arrows left and right. But at the same time, this franchise is Kyler Murray's franchise. He got the keys to this franchise this past offseason to the point where they gave him $230 million. Now you look at a lost season and Kyler Murray going down, putting next season in jeopardy. It's a blow, no matter how you thought Kyler's season was going to go. Producer Emma, do you have some advice on how we should proceed?
Okay, so currently what's going on is there's a streamer rating our thing right now. So that means like he's currently streaming and he told everyone to go over to us.
Well, come over and subscribe to the PHNX Cardinals podcast.
So
Give us a like.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, Grassy Ray.
Thank you so
We're
very much.
talking. It's a tough time.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are getting a bunch of super chats. Sorry if I'm not getting to them all.
Let's go ahead and read them
Let's
off.
read them off.
Let's
We got
read 'em off. Let's
112
go.
likes here.
We got this one first.
Grassy Ray, Tsunami Forever, Go Pack Go. Well, that's not,
Communism.
Communism.
Right.
Grassy Ray, thank you. $5 super chat. Moderator Mike. Kip Gaming, $5 super chat. Grassy Raid, love your setup. Hey, who doesn't love our setup? More furniture. PHNX headquarters in downtown Phoenix. Listen, it's a tough time, but Grassy Raid helping to bring some light on this situation here. Tom Grassy?
Grassy is raid.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, all right.
Hey, listen, we're going to raid your post-game show, PHNX Cardinals, immediately live following the conclusion of Patriots Cardinals. Saul, quickly, what do you want to see in the second half?
I mean, honestly, more of the same. Listen, we got to be better situationally. You got an opportunity to win this game. Take control. Shut the Patriots down on this first drive of the second half.
Yep.
Run the ball. That's been effective.
Yep.
Yes.
And continue to do what you do.
I want to see the defense continually go get after them. I mean, I think they've been doing a really good job of stopping this Patriots offense. Of course, they still getting those screens and those little dump offs, but we're not concerned about that. Offense has come out and continue to score points, but the defense has to stop those guys and play 4 quarters of football. That is the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
We had the lead last time all the way to the fourth quarter and 4 minutes in the game, and then we pooped it away. 4 quarters of football. Cliff got to get these guys on point. Man.
Dylan asking the question everybody's on on their mind tonight? Can Kyler be the same player after his injury? We're going to find out. That's not a question we're going to be able to answer here in the short term, rather the long term. What does he look like? Who's his coach? Is it Cliff Kingsbury? So much uncertainty. But for tonight on Monday Night Football, the Cardinals behind Colt McCoy can get this dub. Reminder, subscribe PHNX _sports, PHNX Sports on YouTube. Subscribe PHNX _Cardinals to the podcast. We will be back with our post-game show. Cardinals up by 3. Can they hold off the Patriots at home? We'll see you in a bit.